Hello, everybody, and welcome to the frozen tundra of Northern California, where we are bringing you this evening's episode of Disney Trivia Live.
The show in which we play Disney Trivia Live.
My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder of this show and the co-host of Laughing Place. I'm the co-founder of Laughing Place and the co-host of this show.
Get those two over.
I mean, technically, I'm both. I
How
can
do
go
you
either way.
co-host the website? Are you a server now?
Anyway, and this man to my left is Gideon Mosley. How you doing today, Gideon?
Hello.
And the third member of our team, just off camera, is Rebecca Mosley. How you doing, Rebecca?
I'm doing well.
And we are here to play Disney Trivia Live. Let's see. Did you feel that earthquake?
And
Did you feel the quake? We have gotten so... Oh, what does Nikki be wearing there today? We have gotten so many inquiries about this earthquake. Did we feel the earthquake, everybody?
Why are you asking them?
No, I'm asking the people in this room.
Did we?
No, we did
No.
not.
No, the
It was
earthquake-
too far away, thankfully.
The earthquake was a couple of hundred miles away from us, and also it was 2:30 in the morning. So that combination means we felt nothing, and that's just the way we like it. Did you feel it, Nikki B? I know you're on the West Coast. You could have felt it. Donna didn't feel it either, and she's also on the West Coast, not too far away from us.
It was much more. I feel like it was closer to Oregon than it was to us.
Yeah, they call us Northern California, but if you were to look at an actual map, you know, the things where they put cities, we're actually Central California, and there's a lot of north above us. So, and this truly was Northern California. Jeff did not feel it. Okay, let's see. We got some hellos. Hello to StreamYard. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Coloway. It's nice to have you back. Caitlin's here. Gio's here. The one, the only Denzel Washington. My good friend Donna Pendleton is here. The evil queen, Don't Make Her Mad, is here. Let's see. Broken Jeremiah is here. Amy and my doggies. Nikki B, the one and only multi-platinum record-selling Nikki B is here. And Genie Plus Plus. Kidder is here. You got new rules. You count them. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. Let's see. 4 minutes in. We get a thumbs up down there. Is everything good now, Mike? All right. Good to see that. Good to see that. We got a guest today. I'm so excited. We're going to bring him on in just a moment. But first, we have a rules video to play. Normally, wait till the 5-minute mark. I can't wait. I got to get our guest on. Here we go. Here are the rules.
I'm sure you're ready to play Disney Trivia Live, but before we do, there are a few rules. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go! To start, you'll need 2 screens to play, unless you're on computer. We'll get to that in a moment. You'll need one to watch the live stream, which you use to choose questions, and one to play a trivia game, you use to answer. Now you will need to be able to see both at the same time, and there are a few ways to do that. On a computer, just put the 2 windows side by side. It's not hard, but on other devices, you may have to think outside the box. If by yourself, the best bet is watching on some sort of tablet and playing on a phone. But if you're hosting some weird taco and trivia party with friends, you might want to put us on the big screen of a TV and have everyone play on their phones. Oh, and not the old-fashioned kind of phones. Phones that can run websites, like LP Quiz. We use LP Quiz to play the games because it allows for us to do some really fun question types. All I have to do is go to lpquiz.com and type in a pin. Not that kind, a 4-digit code we will review when it's time to start the game. Oh, we also have prizes. If luck is on your side, you will get your very own magnet. There are 2 ways to win. Way 1, get first place. And way 2, finish in the spot that the wheel, I said wheel lands on. In order to claim the prize, take a screenshot of your screen and send it to trivia@laughingplace.com. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't watch on Facebook. You see, it has a pretty big lag, making it impossible to play on it. So don't use Facebook. Well, that's that. Now it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the one and only Disney Trivia Live.
All right, folks. It is my esteemed, honorable, indelible, indelectable, delightful, fantastical pleasure to introduce today's special guest.
Do you feel that there's a lot of upward mobility in the Muppets organization?
Star Wars crochet finger puppets. Wow, real raptor.
I had a scooter action figure when I was very young, like 4 or 5 years old. A little scooter action figure, and my dog chewed it all up. Hi everyone, it's Mike Celestino with Laughing Place.
That's right, folks. It's Mike Celestino himself. This may be our rarest guest. Usually Mike Celestino is our booking agent, and he brings on some of our more famous guests. But today, we have convinced him to come on himself so we can get to know Mike a little better. How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, I was thinking, since the time was coming around for me to come back on the show, I was like, people out there, if you're a regular, longtime viewers of Disney Trivia Live, you've come to expect big surprises from me over the years, going back to the beginning of the Disney Trivia Live era of Laughing Place. But I thought for the holiday season, what bigger surprise would there be than no surprise at all?
Wow, way to turn a negative into a positive, Mike. Very proud of you there. Very proud of you there. I see you're sporting your winter face. Getting a little cold down there.
Growing out the hair, growing out the beard.
Yes. And then let's get a good look at you, because you've got a lot going on there.
Okay.
You've got a nice fire in the background. That's good to see. A nice, I believe that's a Douglas fir over your left shoulder. Yeah, that's a Haunted Mansion poster. And then can we get a good look at your...
Neither the tree nor the fire are real.
A good look at your sweater here.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, the classic Star Wars Christmas sweater. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right. For those that don't know, this is Mike Celestino. He covers Southern California theme parks, Star Wars, anything Lucasfilm, Indiana Jones, Muppets, Fern Gully, and The Simpsons, and South Park here for Laughing Place. So we are very pleased to have him join us today. And Mike, I believe you've written a couple of contests for us today. You're going to help us get, right?
I wrote 2 contests within the last 2 days. Well, last minute contest this time.
And what are they?
So the first one is called Holiday Special, and it's not only about the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's about a lot of different Disney-related holiday specials, though you may find a question or two about the Star Wars Holiday Special in there. And then the second quiz is all about Star Wars. It's called 2022, 2022. The year in Star Wars.
A quiz, 20 years in the making, 2002. And if the people should win one of today's quizzes or finish in a place as determined by the magical wheel, Mike, what will they win?
I believe they win a, what are you calling them? Mini magnet? Magnet. Okay.
Disney Trivia Live magnet. Do you have one of these in your home?
We do. Yes, we do. We have, I think we have every version of the magnet that you guys have sent out.
All three.
All three, impressive.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so that's what we're doing. You guys now know how to play. You know, Mike is the quiz master here. Mike, you are, by the way, you're a professional quizzer, right?
What do you mean by that?
you go to bars and play quiz games.
I have done that, not professionally, but yeah, we have done that. I will say that I won, like I came out first place in the Star Wars trivia on the Disney Cruise Line, the adult version. Not I wasn't beating a bunch of kids at Star Wars trivia. They had the adult version in the adult lounge or whatever it was called, the London themed dance club, and I won first place. So I was very proud of that.
You should be proud. It is a very attractive magnet, Jeff. That's not Jeff. If I can ever find the guy who created this magnet for us, I will be sure to give him a big, big thank you.
It's funny because he did the logo, but you made the magnet, so you're kind of complimenting yourself.
No, thank you, Jeff, for the logo and the magnet design.
I like to think that Jeff's avatar here on YouTube is what he actually looks like, and if he drew a picture of himself, it would be like a photo real human being.
Okay, you keep thinking that. All right, folks, get yourselves to lpquiz.com. lpquiz.com. Our first contest is called Holiday Special, written by the one, the only Mike Celestino. By the way, it is in his LP contract that every time I refer to him, he is the one, the only Mike Celestino. That was in lieu of an extra $10,000 a year. He chose that clause. So we were all for that. Win-win everywhere. And let's get started. lpquiz.com. lpquiz.com.
Okay. I did some research for this quiz. This wasn't all knowledge I had in my head.
Oh, well, that makes this the most in-depth research quiz we've ever done on Last Place. 8131. Get on in here, please. Someone get on here in here. Show me things are working today.
I will let
There
you
we
know.
go.
I will let you know ahead of time. Grandma and Grandpa will not be joining us this evening because they are journeying to visit some of my family who lives a little farther away tomorrow. So
And it's a tragedy.
do you need some water?
I need Grandma and Grandpa.
They'll be watching later.
If you got Grandma and Grandpa, if you're watching this later, know that I'm very sad you're not here, and send me a message right now saying we're now seeing this and we're sorry we had to miss it.
Yeah, okay.
You're so sad about that.
So high demand.
Madam Leota is here. Gio is here. Wenlo's Park. Holly Jolly. Banana for Fanny. Bavani. Danny. Kitani. Winna. Danny is here. Caitlin. Denzel Washington.
USC.
Yeah, I don't read those letters in a row. Guardians Christmas is here. Angry Tree is here. There's one right here. I never know how to pronounce this one. Do you know how to pronounce this one, Mike?
What are you pointing at?
The one right below 11th player.
Oh, it used to be TJ.
Goodness. I'm glad I didn't try. Did that come out of your mouth, or did you step on your cat's tail right as you said that?
My cats are not in my foot's reach right now. So
Speaking of, I think I hear something.
Oh, hi, Popcorn, and hi, Lost Cause.
I think I hear something.
Lotus, spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Lotus, spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Good, Lotus.
Wow, straight off the animal actor stage. That was really impressive, Mike.
yeah, I said she could be a, what is it called? Acro cat.
I had no idea you could get a cat to do that.
Yeah, he couldn't. I don't know if you saw, but he didn't really.
I was the camera person.
Have you finished it first, or what does the Mickey mean?
It means you pick a number. You get to pick. Gideon choice.
I know exactly what number I'm picking.
What is it?
Okay.
I can't say.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you finish in first or the secret number, you will win a Disney Trivia Live magnet.
Okay, fine. I'll say second to last. Whoever gets second to last.
Okay.
And Albert looked up. Albert is the other cat in our one of the many other cats in our audience. Mickey D's cat.
Nope. Albert wanted to make a friend.
Where can I get that bath mat or whatever it was? Oh, Mike, good question.
That was one of the many gifts I've received for Disney trying to buy off my love from one of the media events.
By the way, it's SWAG, which is an acronym. I did not know.
Stuff we all get.
We
I did
all
not
get.
know.
I think that's a backronym.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought that was cool.
It is cool.
No, not as a backronym. It's not cool as a backronym.
By the way, Mike.
Backronyms are cooler because backronyms, they have to come up with something, and if it actually is good, then that's good. If it's bad, then oh well.
By the way, Mike, for those people who missed Disney Parks Talk Live, what is the thing you try to do at the Princess Party coming up?
I'm not going to try to do it. I
All
just
right.
said those who
No.
have the inkling.
This was just a test to see if we could keep you around.
Also,
Okay.
I'd just like to say this is on the topic of. I was gonna say stick. I completely forgot. On topic of acronyms. Fun fact: DTL is actually a backronym.
Exactly.
We originally came up with DTL. What fits in here? We went Disney Trivia Live. That works. That's definitely what happened.
True story. Just as true as the show I was just watching about a guy who was surrounded by a pack of Bigfoot. And Tony Betty, I don't want to hear from you. All right.
You know what's a great example of a backronym though? From Star Wars is TIE Fighter, because they just named it that because it looked like a bow tie.
Yeah.
But then they decided in universe it's called a TIE fighter because it's got twin ion engines.
That is a cool backronym. I'm not surprised though. What is Chewbacca's backronym?
It's a long one.
All right, guys. We need one of you guys to tell us you're ready, and we
I'm
will get
ready.
started here. You don't count. Ready to take on the bro. This is not Mike is not playing for his job here. We didn't want to stress him at Christmas.
Oh,
That would not be fair to he'd lose.
Well,
his
also
job
I
just
wrote
for
the
Christmas.
quiz, so why would I be playing?
All right, we are ready. Mike, you're going to do the reading, right, Mike?
Yeah.
He loses his job off his own quiz. Then we have issues.
And he deserves it. All right. Oh, by the way, hi, trio. All right, here we go. Question number 0. We start each game with a poll. People can use their interface. Mike gets to know you a little better.
Okay, which of these is your favorite thing about the holidays? Is it days off from work or school, the food, the gifts, or getting to spend time with your family and or friends?
My favorite is a combination of B and D. My favorite part is getting to eat some of my family and friends that I'm not particularly fond of. So not so much now that I've had the surgery, but in the past, we'd lose a couple of cousins every holiday season. How about you, Mike?
Which of these is my favorite?
Yeah.
I'm a really good gift receiver.
What a skill!
Wow.
I really appreciate gifts. I like getting gifts. Not so much on the giving, but
To receive gifts when you open up the potpourri that you have no interest in to give wow, that's a skill, don't you think?
it is. It really is. Yeah.
You get to see it at White Elephants, and I just crack up every present that opens, and then someone gives that reaction. I just laugh and laugh.
Oh, we're doing a white elephant on Saturday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. We
Does
got
anyone ever just
something from Disneyland?
give a white elephant just for fun?
That would be, yeah.
Evil Queen likes the lights and decor. That would actually be my favorite part. Christmas lights. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, there weren't enough options.
Potpourri makes good sense. Whoa. Oh, is that a joke? What's your favorite, Gideon, of these 4?
I think I'm on your side.
Food.
Eating people.
Eating people, yes.
Food.
Let's see what our people had to say.
I say food.
No, mine's probably actually A.
Spending time. That's my answer. That's my actual answer. Spending time with family and friends.
Food.
Here's the thing: I do it more with like literally anything else. So,
in a way, it's Christmas season, and I am spending time with Mike, one of my dear friends, and so, in a sense, we are fulfilling this poll right now.
Tony.
Tony with a very important message.
I would like to say something now. So we're allowed to eat our cousins.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Just the albino elephants, though. All the other elephants are fair game. Literally.
Let's fear creature in the jungle. Fair game. All right, question number 1, Mike. Go for it.
Okay. Number 1. In the 1980s Mickey's Christmas Carol featurette, who voiced the character of Ebenezer Scrooge / Scrooge McDuck? Was it Frank Welker, James Avery, David Tennant, or Alan Young? Which of those voice actors was the voice of Scrooge in Mickey's Christmas Carol?
Now, at one time, you were Scrooge. Okay, I'm gonna give a little background.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
break the fourth wall.
Break the illusion here. You were Scrooge on DTL. Can we hear some of your Scrooge voice?
Oh boy, I don't remember. It was just a bad British accent. I don't even remember or know what I was doing.
My favorite moment from that whole one, like the only one I can remember distinctly, is when your glass started falling up. You're like, "Oh no, my spectacles are falling off," and that said, "That had a character, Mr. Scrooge."
I was hoping, in the back of my mind, you'd show up today with an accordion.
Well, I'll give you a peek behind the scenes. So I actually had a big musical episode planned of Disney Trivia Live. I was gonna learn like 24 songs on the guitar and the accordion. I bit off a little more than I can chew this time. And then I had hurt my elbow over the summer, and it just the strumming, it really brought it back. So I apologize. It was going to be a lot of fun and very different from stuff that I had done before. But I think this is fun either way.
Mike does not lack for ambition. Correct answer here is
Alan Young, who also voiced Scrooge McDuck on the original 1980s version of DuckTales.
David Tennant. Isn't that Doctor Who?
It is, and he voiced Scrooge in the new DuckTales, in the DuckTales reboot.
Oh, okay. And Frank Welker. Isn't that RoboCop?
No, that is Peter.
Peter Welker?
Man. Peter. It's Peter with a W. What's RoboCop's actor name? Oh man, I'm blanking on it. Frank Welker was in the Transformers. He still is a famous voice actor. Peter Weller. There you go. John Orloff knew.
Weller. Thank you, Denzel. That's Denzel Washington. He probably worked with him on some Oscar films.
Okay.
Alan Young played Wilbur on Mr. Ed.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either.
I know you know that because you and I discussed that recently. Because you're like, how do you know the answer to? How do you know that it's Alan Young?
Oh,
and I was like, because of Mr. Ed.
Wilbur. You know how they made Mr. Ed talk? They put peanut butter on the roof of his mouth.
So the story goes.
Oh, are you saying it's not true?
I wasn't there.
Right.
Anyway, Frank Weller, whenever they need a voice of like a dog or any kind of animal in a cartoon, it's usually Frank Welker. Going back like decades.
Cool. Now, was he the voice of like the original dog that God based the dog on?
Sure.
Best response to the worst question.
Sure. Oh, Schneps is here today. Says Alan was the voice of Seven Zark 7 on Battle of the Planets.
I'm so glad that people get a peek into what my real world is like.
It frightens me what people out there know. If they don't know. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Number 2. This is a tough one. Sorry in advance. Also from the 80s, the direct-to-video A Walt Disney Christmas that I grew up on special did not include which of these animated shorts. Was it Once Upon a Wintertime, Santa's Workshop, Toy Tinkers, or Pluto's Christmas Tree? Which of these was not included in a Walt Disney Christmas direct-to-video special?
Mike with the difficult questions.
It is a tough one. They're not always difficult, I promise.
Alan Young was also the founder of the Wonder World theme park in Beverly Hills Cop 3, starring Robert Sherman.
And George Lucas. Yeah.
But also Robert Sherman.
And George Lucas.
George Lucas was in that movie?
Yes, he is.
Why?
I think, was it John Landis who directed that? Whoever it was brought in a bunch of their like director friends.
Okay. Was it the real George Lucas or the one in the original Star Tours?
It was the real George Lucas.
And the answer here, Mike, is...
Wow. Everybody, or most people got this. Toy Tinkers. Wow. Very well. Very well done.
I did not know this. Richard Sherman is in a deleted scene from Beverly Hills Cop 3. I didn't know that. I know Richard Sherman. I'm one step away from Eddie Murphy.
And they also shot that scene in the earthquake part of the backstage tram tour at Universal Hollywood.
Didn't know that either.
You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't know there were so many Beverly Hills Cop 3 fans around. Anywhere.
I saw that in the theater.
Oh wow, I did not. I saw 1 and 2 in theaters.
Wait, there's more than just a third?
Fun fact. No 4 though. That kind of killed the franchise. Gio's in first place, followed by Holly Jolly, Schnebs, Denzel Washington, and Caitlin Granby. Next up, after question number 2, is question number 3.
Question number 3. In 1979's A Christmas Together, 1979's A Christmas Together featured the Muppets singing holiday tunes with which famous performer? Was it John Denver, Paul Simon, Liberace, or Elton John? And you can see I used my Photoshop skills to put a circle over his face and a question mark in that circle.
Now, I don't know what the answer is, so don't take this as a hint. What is your favorite John Denver song?
Oh, I'm gonna let the timer the timer's out already. It's gonna be one from this holiday special because those are the only ones that I know.
What's your favorite Paul Simon song?
I love Paul Simon. My favorite Paul Simon song is called "Late in the Evening."
Oh, that's a beautiful one. Never heard of it. How about Elton John?
I never was a big Elton John fan. I like it when it comes on the radio, but I never got into him as much as like Billy Joel. But I'll say like, I guess Rocket Man's a good one.
And most importantly, your favorite Liberace song.
I could not name one.
So disappointing. Apparently, every theme park in the world not called Disney was used in the filming of Beverly Hills Cop 3. So now I want to go see this movie again with you, TV version. Nikki B grew up with this album. And I don't know the answer, but based on that hat, I'm going to say John Denver, and also what you said earlier.
Yeah, that's correct. Oh, almost a magic question there.
Almost. Is My Life a Billy Joel song or an Elton John song? That's Billy Joel.
That would be Billy Joel.
It's also a Talk Talk. It's my life, don't you forget. Right, Nikki B? You know where I'm coming from.
Covered by No Doubt later on.
He did. My Life is done by both of them? Oh.
That's how I know it. So that's why I was asking if it's whose song is it, because for me it's both. It's like
Really?
a both of them kind of song. So I was
I
never
don't care
sure.
what you say anymore. It's the theme from Bosom Buddies, isn't it?
Well, really?
The song and lyrics are credited to both of them, from what I understand.
Okay.
And so
Billy Joel did the famous performance.
that makes sense.
Along
That's
with
why I'm
Talk
asking.
Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I think that is the Bosom Buddies theme song. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, Denzel Washington right there. Oscar-winning Denzel, the theme to Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, no, you're in fifth.
Oh, haha.
Is that album where we get the 12 Days of Christmas with the Muppets? Is that from that thing, Mike?
Yes, that is. I think it's the first track on the album.
Oh, multi-select. Go ahead, Mike.
Number 4, multi-select.
Don't forget to hit submit.
Which of these celebrities guest starred in 1978's Star Wars Holiday Special? Select all that apply and click submit. Art Carney, Charles Nelson Riley, B. Arthur, and Harvey Korman. Which of those were in the Star Wars Holiday Special? You have to get all of them correct, all the ones that were in it.
Did I nail it?
Huh?
Indistinguishable from Luke Skywalker there?
Yep, you need more makeup.
Yeah, he's wearing it there. So this was before his accident, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Was it before Corvette Summer? His best movie ever?
Don't know when that was filmed.
I thought you knew everything about Star Wars.
Yeah, this is very tangentially related to Star Wars.
Well, see, now I'm seeing it only credited to Billy Joel on Wikipedia.
Oh.
My whole life, I have thought of it as being both of them, but nope. Wikipedia says Billy Joel singularly.
Well, look up Elton John, My Life. Maybe there.
Yeah, it's my life. It's not our lives.
What would the theme song to Mike Celestino's life be called?
Mike Life.
Calm, Cool, and Collected.
There's a band called the Eels that I loved for many years, and I always thought they were like writing the soundtrack to my life. Like it was very relatable to me.
Interesting.
So a lot of their songs I feel like apply.
I will look up the Eels and get to know Mike. The one and only Mike Celestino better.
Okay.
Correct answers here are
Art Carney, B. Arthur, and Harvey Korman. Charles Nelson Riley was not in it, so most people got that correct.
You must have felt pretty left out. So with that, our scoreboard had...
You got to be the secret square, I'm sure, at some point.
Gio's in first place, Holly Jolly, Schnebby, Denzel Washington, and a certain TJ Ruff, rounding out the top 5. TJ has not been privy to these questions, have they?
No, not at all. I wrote these while she was at work.
Okay. Question number 5.
Number 5. To everyone's delight, the 22-minute Olaf's Frozen Adventure was released theatrically in front of which feature? Was it Cars 3, Coco, Black Panther, or A Wrinkle in Time?
This is the best worded question in the history of DTL. Tony right now is going, yes, I was delighted by this. I really was delighted by this. Who's your favorite character in Frozen?
Boy. I guess Anna? Yeah, I'll say Anna.
Really? Why?
She's the every person, you know? She's the audience surrogate.
Oh, now you're talking movie terms.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Olaf is funny. I like Josh Gad well enough, and I don't really have one, I guess. But I do like the Frozen movies.
In fact, I came from a surrogate. Which
Yeah.
is new to my mom, I think.
That Bruce Willis movie?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Wasn't worth it.
Oh, yeah, neither was what I said. We are thinking Coco, says Skywalking Through Neverland. Let's see.
All right, well, you should log into the thing. You just have to press a button and then.
Well, they're getting warmed up for the next one, which is the Star Wars
Okay.
contest, Mike.
Coco was correct. Almost everybody got that one.
What's her name? Sarah Skywalking?
Mhm.
Yeah, we should have her on here sometime. That'd be fun.
I'm sure she would like to hear that.
Sarah, we'd like to have you on sometime.
Yeah. Tell him.
I'll be nicer to you than Mike. I know Mike pretty well.
Sarah and Richard.
There are no rules. You go to lpquiz.com.
You know that 2-minute 7-second video we have? Nope, there are no.
We're almost done with this one. We only have one more question here, so we'll give throw instructions before we go to the next one. Oh, Sarah and Richard. All right, so the answer is Coco. Yes, they put a Disney short that's 22 minutes long, so short is in quotes, in front of a Pixar movie, and Tony has still not calmed down.
Oh no, it's a featurette, isn't it?
That's
It's a fancy name for it is.
But Gio's in first, Holly Jolly, Denzel Washington, Schnebs, and TJ Oink Oink in 5th place. Final question. No, it's not. 6th question. Where did I get final question from? It's going to be a while, Sarah.
Okay, which comedic actor plays Nick Kringle, Noel's brother, in the 2019 Disney Plus holiday movie Noel? Was it Bobby Moynihan, Billy Eichner, Bill Hader, or Jason Sudeikis?
Which brings me to my next question, Michael Celestino.
Yes.
Who is your favorite comedian?
Of all time?
Yes, of course.
Probably Andy Kaufman.
Wow. He died before you were born, didn't he?
Maybe a little bit after. Yeah, because I think Taxi ran into the early 80s, didn't it?
Yes, of course. I did not expect you to go that route. That's pretty cool.
Gideon, what's the 4-digit code?
8131.
It's there on the bottom.
How to join in the description.
8131.
But if you're watching on TV or something, 8131. Yes, 8131.
You can see description on TV now.
8131. Andy Kaufman's a good one. Mine would be I would have one. I'm guessing this is Bill Hader.
Bill Hader is correct. Billy Eichner was also in the film, playing their cousin, I believe, according to the Wikipedia page I looked at.
Jason Sudeikis, that's familiar. Is that
He is Ted Lasso in the show Ted Lasso.
Great
and
show.
Also another Saturday Night Live alum.
Ted Lasso is a fantastic show. Jeff thought it was going to be Charles Nelson Riley. Sorry about that. Gio's in 1st place. Caitlin's in 5th place. Where's the trio? Trio's not anywhere in the top 5 today. I'm not going to say where they are, but now I know.
I would like to say they are all in a row.
Question number 7. Feels like a good place.
All right, number 7. The 2021 Marvel Studios series Hawkeye, set at Christmas time, will be spun off into which upcoming Disney Plus show? Is it Kate Bishop, Kingpin, Lucky the Pizza Dog, or Echo?
Do you eat pizza at all, Mike?
Yes, I try to eat as much pizza as I can. It's very difficult for me because I have to get gluten-free pizza. There's some frozen gluten-free pizzas that are pretty decent, and there's a couple places that make gluten-free pizza that I can eat at, but they're not close to us.
And what are your preferred pizza toppings?
I'm sacrilegious to my upbringing in Long Island, New York, because I really like pineapple on pizza, and everyone back east thinks that's insane.
I am so happy to hear that. It makes me so happy. Pineapple is the perfect pizza topping. The correct answer here is, of course, Lucky the Pizza. Oh no, it's not. It's Echo.
Echo is correct.
Echo is going to have a TV show on Disney Plus.
That's correct.
Which character was Echo?
She is the deaf. Is she adopted daughter of Kingpin? Yeah,
I remember her now.
Yeah.
I thought Echo was that one
Speaking of-
Velociraptor.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of Kingpin, did you see D'Onofrio was at Magic Kingdom?
No,
Tweeted a picture of himself on Main Street.
did he really? Oh, that's cool. I was just seeing. I saw Avatar: The Way of Water yesterday. Which, by the way, Mike, what did you say about Avatar? Just the last hour is good.
I said the climactic battle scene was awesome.
It was awesome. It was incredible. The rest of it was so-so. But
Yeah, I would agree with that.
before the movie, they were showing some old clips of like movie promos, and Vincent D'Onofrio was talking about how he gained 30 pounds for, I guess it was a Full Metal Jacket he was in. With
Vincent
Kubrick.
D'Onofrio is like a chameleon to me. Like sometimes I don't recognize him. Like when he's in Men in Black. You guys familiar with the Men in Black franchise?
Yeah, very good example. Yeah, I've heard of that franchise. Yeah, but yeah, he is definitely a chameleon in that. And Law and Order. I swear, sometimes when I watch Law and Order: Criminal Intent, he looks just like Jeff Goldblum.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, correct answer is Echo. Anyone that watches that show is cracking up right now. Gio's in first place. Schnebs, Holly Jolly, Denzel, and TJ. Moo. Question number 8.
That is a cow sound. That is definitely a cow sound. Definitely.
All right. Who voices the character of Prep in the 2009 animated ABC Christmas special Prep and Landing? Was it Dave Foley, Scott Thompson, Mark McKinney, or trick question, there is no character named Prep?
That is a great question. Jeff Schenkel, how do you pronounce your name, Jeff? Schenkel says he played Private Pyle in Full Metal Jacket. So yes, and gained 30 pounds for that role so he could be like roly-poly.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick. Kyle says Prep and Landing was just on. So was I was looking at my TV just now, and Toy Story: The Land That Time Forgot is on right now. That seems a little off season.
I thought it was a Christmas special.
It's not Halloween?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it
There's
was.
Toy Story of Terror is the Halloween one, I think.
Oh, what did I say? The Land That Time Forgot? Is that even a thing?
Toy Story That Time Forgot, I think is what it's called.
Pretend like I didn't speak.
I tried to.
Correct answer here is this could be magical. No. You fooled the people.
Oh, I
See, when I
did
read this
fool
question,
them.
I'm like, there's a character named Prep? That's a terrible name for a character.
So Dave Foley is the lead voice in that short. Is it a short? But there's no character named Prep. It's the name of the organization that they work for, apparently.
Like Knots Landing, Prep and Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know the common ground that all three of those other names have in common?
Dave Foley, Scott Thompson, and Mark McKinney. They are all from Second City.
Oh, close. They are all in a sketch comedy group called Kids in the Hall.
That's what I meant. Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
That's all I know about Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
Denzel, anything entertainment, Denzel knows.
He jumped right in.
Denzel Washington.
Right in.
All right. Question number 8. Scoreboard has Gio comfortably in first place. Schnebs right on his tail. Yes, those two things do not go together. Here we go. Question number 9.
Number 9.
Multi-select.
Multi-select. Which of these are original songs created for High School Musical, The Holiday Special? The Perfect Gift, Something in the Air, Last Christmas, or Christmas Baby Please Come Home. This is multi-select. Select all that apply and click submit. And this is a great example of me having to do some research.
You're not going to give us a sample of each?
Well, I do know at least one of these songs, which is if I were to sing one, it would give away the answer because they're not original to the High School Musical holiday special.
Yes.
When this popped up, I thought maybe this was something that Mike had been assigned. You know, like
yes.
one of those things where Mike ended up reviewing it, but it's not necessarily top of interest list.
Hey, Mom. Thank you for saying that when you did.
I know.
Fun fact: George Lucas is the executive producer on High School Musical, the musical holiday special.
I don't think
Isn't that
that's
right,
true.
Mike? Yeah.
My only exposure to the High School Musical franchise is the press conference that I have had to attend.
You've never seen the original High School Musical?
No.
Soaring, flying. It's better than that.
I hope so.
So A and B were original songs written for the special, and C and D are pre-existing Christmas holiday songs.
Last Christmas is, of course, one of the top 3 Christmas songs of all time by Wham. And Christmas Baby Please Come Home. I have no idea what that is.
That's a classic one. It's the song that opens up Gremlins. You know the movie Gremlins?
Of course, great Christmas movie. Yeah, very happy. I always, when I think Christmas, I think Daddy getting stuck in the chimney and dying. It's beautiful.
and that's a wonderful setup for a joke in Gremlins 2.
Is it?
Oh man, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, now I have to go rewatch Gremlins 2. All right, so Gio still comfortably in first place. Let's get to question number final.
I don't think this is the final. There's 2 more after this.
Oh, you're right. You didn't. I didn't write this. There's more than 10.
The actress who plays Tim Allen's wife in the Santa Clauses also portrayed which character in ABC's Lost? Was it Kate, Juliet, Charlotte, or Libby?
And speaking of Lost, you were telling me I need to watch 1776 because it's kind of like Lost, right?
No, 1899.
Yeah, something like that. So
it has a lot of DNA in common with Lost. I would wager that because I think it's a German show, but I would wager that the creator of that show is a fan of Lost.
Okay, I have not checked it out yet, but I definitely plan. I had no idea for some reason. I thought it was a prequel to Yellowstone, and I had no.
There's like 1923 is the prequel with Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren.
Okay, enough with naming shows after years because to me they just all melt together.
Hey, Kyle said that Becca also compared 1899 to Lost.
Is it in English?
It's partially in English, and there's a bunch of other languages in it as well with subtitles.
Okay, but English is the base language?
I'd say it's like 1/3 English, and the rest of it is in multiple other languages.
That's my biggest challenge, but I want to give it a try because Lost is the best show of all time. Yes, the wheel number is second to last.
Whoever ends up second to last, congratulations.
And now you're talking 1941.
Oh yeah, this is just Justin Smith. I just appeared on his podcast, Downtown Toontown, which is a Roger Rabbit focused podcast, but he wanted to do a Steven Spielberg retrospective. So we spent 2.5 hours this past weekend talking about literally every movie that Steven Spielberg ever directed. I think it's 30 something movies. We went through them all. So you can check that out. Me and Justin talking about Spielberg for hours on end.
Now, I'm sure that was a lot of fun. I haven't listened to it, and he did so many awesome, fun movies. I just feel like there's certain ones you got to, though, and they just kind of killed the movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Name names, but you are, apparently. All right.
Always.
Isn't that the cool one about the fire and not Susan Sarandon, but the other one?
Sure.
Who stars in Always?
Richard Dreyfuss. I don't remember who the female lead was.
Is it Holly Hunter?
Justin will know.
The BFG. Yeah, that'll bring you down. But some fun stuff in there too. American Graffiti. No, that was
it is Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter. Look at me. Yeah. Correct answer is Juliet. One of the best characters in Lost. Oh, love it. Denzel knows everything about entertainment. And Kidder has a fun fact about everything in the chat.
Bringing it back around.
The BFG was the only film I did. That's the only Spielberg film you did not like, the BFG? I just thought it was kind of a profane title for a family movie. But, you know, I'm getting old. Get off my lawn. Question number scoreboard. Gio still in first place. TJ moving up. TJ, nay. Question number 11.
Number 11 of 12. No, of 12. In 2020's Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, which character is in training to become a Jedi? Is it Poe Dameron, Finn, Rose Tico, or Chewbacca?
Who is your least favorite major character in the newest Star Wars trilogy?
Oh, boy.
And Kathleen Kennedy is watching.
I feel bad saying any of them. I don't know. I don't really dislike any of the major characters, I don't think.
And this is why you are our Star Wars reporter. Kidder says Ray. Wow, poor Ray just sitting around watching DTL. And
I have a question, Doobie. So does the poll not count on that number on the bottom left?
Yeah, when I wrote my own one,
Okay.
I took out any polls or 0-point questions, so it's actual question.
Gotcha, because I was confused because I had written 13, but yeah, 12 would be right without the poll.
Yep. Yeppers, yeppido, yeppity-doo-doo.
Oh, you can just say yes. That's an option.
So the
Yeah,
answer is Finn.
yeah.
Yes, as hinted at in The Rise of Skywalker, Finn is force sensitive and he's training to be a Jedi in the non-canonical Lego Holiday Special, Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Do you think if The Last Jedi had not derailed the whole franchise, even though I love that movie, that Finn would have ended up being a Jedi?
I'm not sure what JJ's original plan was for Finn. I guess it's possible.
Do you think
I don't
JJ's original plan had Luke Skywalker throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder?
Definitely not.
Not how we expected that second movie to go, is it?
I got to listen to that Ryan Johnson interview on Mark Maron's podcast. I'm excited. He was on that show this week. I won't say the name of it because it's a family show.
Okay,
But,
thank you. That's worth checking out. I heard him do a podcast right after the movie came out, so that was obviously long before all the vitriol. But I would love to hear what he has to say now. I love that movie. That is easily my favorite of the new trilogy. That was awesome.
Yeah. Right. And then 2 days until Glass Onion on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. What's that?
Isn't that the next Knives Out?
That's the Knives Out follow-up film.
That was a good movie, Knives Out. We were late to that party, but we loved it. All right, final question.
Here we go. Question number 12. The Nowhere Men is the in-universe name of what real-world band in the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? Was it Dinosaur Jr. better than Ezra, the Old 97s, or the Presidents of the United States of America?
It's a fun question. I've heard of one of these bands. You know this? My wife knows the answer. Now, if I recall, back in the mid-90s, Depeche Mode had a cameo in a Star Wars movie. Do you recall that as well?
No, I don't recall that. What,
Okay.
Really?
Maybe I'm confusing them with someone else. What are you looking at me for?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Kyle says it was good living with you.
That must be a music reference that I don't get.
Skywalker knows this because we watched the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I got out of that Avatar so fast. I don't think one credit came up before I was out of that. It had like 3, not false endings, but codas, the big action film, and then coda. And I'm like, dude, it's been 3, just end this movie. And I enjoyed it, but Anyway, the correct answer here is...
It's the old 97s.
You can't be serious.
The old 97s?
No, Denzel said Depeche Mode was in Star Trek. I think he's joking. But if he's not, that's cool. The correct answer is the old 97s. As Mike just said.
I knew the name better than Ezra, but I could not name any of their songs. I know the presidents of the United States had that song about peaches. Remember that?
No.
And they had that song Lump.
No, I know the band, but I couldn't name any songs. Better than Ezra, I would recognize some of their stuff from my old K-Rock days. Skywalking says, I'm thinking of NSYNC, not Depeche Mode. I would never, ever confuse NSYNC and Depeche Mode. Skywalking through Neverland. One of them is an extremely talented band, and the other is
Depeche Mode.
Insane. All right, Mike. I'm going to let you read the podium today.
I was watching for Tori's reaction to that.
Oh, is she an NSYNC fan?
She said that was her favorite. It's your favorite Christmas song, right? Is their Christmas song?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she loves their Christmas song. How does it go?
Is Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, the one in all the Old Navy commercials.
Oh, wow!
All I want for Christmas is talent. Is that what it was called? Mike, read the podium.
All right, your winners: TJ in third place with Schnebs in second place, and in first place it's Gio with the dancing Darth Vader. Runners up are Holly Jolly and
what? Oh, runners up, sorry, are Holly Jolly and Jedi Tink.
Oh, Jedi Tink coming in late. Coming in late.
Oh, okay. Second to last is
Milkshake.
Milkshake.
Yeah.
So if your name is Gio or Milkshake, well, Milkshake, that's easy. You just talk to your grandma. And Gio, you've been here before. Oh, there we go. All right, transition here.
We got some ringers. We got some ringers in the crowd for the Star Wars one.
Yeah. This will be fun.
I invited them, so
we want to name the king, or Mike is the king. So we want to name the prince princess of Star Warsdom.
Richard definitely knows more than I do about Star Wars. Probably Sarah does as well.
Just because he wrote a book.
But Richard wrote 2 books about Star Wars history, and he's been alive longer. He was alive when Star Wars came out. So,
well, for this second quiz, we are actually going to make a costume change. So Gideon is going to change into his mother.
Okay.
Because
yes, my favorite costume, my mom costume.
Because most of the stuff that we're going to be talking about, you've probably talked on the air with Rebecca about, since she is your co-host for so many shows here on LPTV. So let's bring her on to do this.
I think everyone watching right now should pick up Today in Star Wars History, especially Part 2, because you can just buy it and then stare at my name on the back of the book. Right there. That's me. That's all you really need to know about the book. It has my name on it.
Woohoo!
I can see he paid you the extra 10,000 because it doesn't say one and only very in front of it. Here with my very, very tiny wife.
Sorry, it's a short chair. What do you mean? The other chair's too
I
tall.
shrunk myself too.
No, it's fine.
There we go.
It's fine.
All right. Ooh, sports perspective. All right. So get yourselves to lpquiz.com again. Lpquiz. Oh, I should introduce you. This is my wife, Rebecca Mosley.
Hi, everybody.
Come up here. We've been married for almost 25 years.
Almost 25 years.
8 days away from 25 years.
Wow. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
All right. lpquiz.com. Transition. And boom.
What's your birthday, JJ? What's your birthday, Justin? I'll look it up right now.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
We should say to get Today in Star Wars History, go to skywalkingthroughneverland.com, and there are 2 volumes. One is January through June, and this is July through December, part 2. September 20th, looking it up. Here we go. Hang on.
Again, that's lpquiz.com 1303.
Okay. So in September 20th, 1986, ABC TV aired the second episode from Ewoks Season 2, which features the stories Home is Where the Shrieks Are and Princess Latara. So
there you go.
Wow. You
There you
have
have
a
it.
pretty pathetic birthday.
Now, see, now what you have to do is you have to go and you have to see if those episodes speak to you specifically, because you could be like, those were intended for me. They debuted on my birthday. Obviously, I was the inspiration for them.
I have a question. Does each date just have one fact?
No, it's however many things happened.
All right. I thought like maybe he like picked the primo one, but no, he.
Do you remember
You think that was
one...
primo?
Well, that's what I was concerned about.
Do you remember that one book that was like this day in Disney history stuff, and one of the pages was something about laughing place?
Yes.
We had done something. I don't remember what it was.
An interview with Cynthia Harris.
Yeah, it was something, and it was like on this day, Disney fan site, laughingplace.com did like I was like, oh wow, they were really looking for something to fill that date.
Look at all these people trying to get out of
I
buying the
know,
book.
look at that.
Go buy the book, people.
Yeah, but you'll find out in the book.
Yep, there you go.
It's not expensive. It's worth every penny. It goes to a good cause. It all goes to the charity, right? Skywalking? No, that's
the charity of Skywalking.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it goes to them probably.
Richard and Sarah put a lot of effort into that, so please go pick up a book there. I enjoy their contributions to the fandom, and very much deserve your support. So please go pick that up. Which one are we doing a spin that wheel?
Yeah, I'm just looking for one.
Oh, okay, cool. Ta-da!
If you finish in first place or a place that the wheel is about to designate, you will win a Disney Trivia Live magnet. And I'm trying to find a one to do. Is this it?
Thanks, Eric.
I should have edited that for him to open up the box and it says spin that wheel. How cool is that?
That would have been right now. That would have been awesome. Just like the all musical episode I was planning. We will just have to imagine it.
Exactly.
Okay, we're spinning the wheel.
If you finish in first or second, you win a Disney Trivia Live magnet.
Okay. Battle for the top two spots.
Right. We are doing 2022, the year in Star Wars.
Yeah, so this is all about Star Wars over the past year. Anything is fair game as long as it's Star Wars related in the last year.
I was going to ask for one ready, and Kidder is way ahead of me. So here we go. Let's start this one with a poll, Michael Celestino.
Okay. Question number poll. 0 points. Which of these was your favorite Disney Plus Star Wars series of 2022? Was it The Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tales of the Jedi, or Andor?
It was a good year in Star Wars. What's your answer, Mike?
I would say Andor was my favorite of these four.
Mike, Rebecca.
Oh man, that's tough. I think I'd end up going Tales.
Andor was the best Star Wars series of this year, best Star Wars series of any year, and the best series on Disney Plus thus far.
Ooh,
yeah,
high praise.
I said it. And Skywalking Through Neverland agrees with me, right, guys?
Let's see. Gio says Andor, Tales, Obi-Wan, Boba. Was that how you'd go? No, wait, you wouldn't have Tales.
I didn't see Tales, so I would go Andor, Obi-Wan, Boba.
And Tales.
But I liked all three. All three were good. A lot of people are kind of go woo-woo on Boba Fett, but I like Boba Fett a lot.
I do too. I like Boba Fett. I think people gave it a hard time because of the very sharp left turn to becoming the Mandalorian partway through. But I didn't mind that. I do think it has its flaws. Most of them being Robert Rodriguez is kind of a sloppy filmmaker.
That one had the Marshal, right?
Yeah, I mean, Cobb Vanth was in The Mandalorian as well, but he did pop up in Book of Boba Fett.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the coolest character so far.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love that actor. Love the character.
Yeah, Oliphant. Can't go wrong there.
All right, question number one. Sorry,
All
you guys said Obi-Wan. What?
Yeah, that's actually kind of surprising.
I liked Obi-Wan. I think in the end that's gonna I guess Boba Fett. No, I think Obi-Wan will be the most forgettable of them because Boba Fett was really Mandalorian 2.5, and people remember that. I think
Okay.
people are going to forget about Obi-Wan over time.
Oh, Grogu and the Death Buddy. I like that idea.
Anyway, this is not a Star Wars show. Let's go.
It is.
Question number 1. In the Book of Boba Fett, which crime syndicate turned out to be the main antagonist of the series? Was it Crimson Dawn, the Hutt Cartel, the Pikes, or Black Sun?
I thought it was Mephisto.
Mephisto was in Obi-Wan Kenobi, not Book of Boba Fett.
Sonia loves Boba Fett and Mando because Grogu and Mando are favorite characters. Yeah. I think I'm all Grogu'd out. I think they can put him down now.
They
and move on
kill
to
him
something.
off, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're ready for something
That
else.
seems likely.
The Who Shot Grogu episode and move on. Very good, Kidder.
Yes, that was deliberate because of the 12 days of Christmas. I was thinking
Nice.
Oh,
And the answer here is
the Pikes.
the Pikes, and most people got that right.
ta-da!
But we all thought it was going to be Crimson Dawn, didn't we?
A lot of people were thinking, they were hinting at Crimson Dawn making an appearance. Maybe Kira, Han Solo's ex-girlfriend Kira would pop up, but that was all fan speculation and it never paid off.
Solo's ex-girlfriend Kira had showed up. Would there have been a boiling bunny involved in this?
Sure. But it wouldn't have been a boiling bunny. It would have been a boiling who jib.
Who jib? What?
You in your hand.
Andor writing was just incredible, and everything else just leveled up that whole series to something epic.
Mhm.
Epic. That is right, Sarah or Richard or both of you, whoever typed that. Epic. Cannot wait for Andor Part 2.
In production right now.
Geo silently, still in first. Oh, silently, and then he types. Then someone would have to say, "Put down the bunny." I'm not going to be ignored, Han.
Wow. Check out Schnabs coming in with the back to take it. Well, look at the back to take
Oh
sessions.
man.
Wow.
We're back to sitting around. Question number 2.
Question number 2. Which bounty hunter shot Marshal Cobb Vanth in the penultimate episode of the Book of Boba Fett? Was it Black Chrysanthemum, Cad Bane, Dengar, or Boba Fett?
Do you ever just laugh saying some of these silly names?
No, I find all the names in Star Wars to be perfectly realistic, and they roll right off the tongue.
When I watch Willow and they're talking about going to the fifth river across the sea that never ends up the mountain of tranquility,
He starts laughing. It kind of spoils the mood.
it's laughable.
You're like there, you're in this epic, and your husband's just laughing uproariously.
That's what I'm here for.
By the way, did you see the tremendously devastating news of with Matt Martin's arrival of his Halloween Wookiee?
Yeah, but okay, here's the thing about the way Hasbro's doing things right now. They'll send you a box with the action figure in it, and it doesn't have a window on it anymore that you can't see the figure. So it's like, why would you want to keep it in the box now? Because you can't even see it. You got to open that sucker.
That's true.
Like this is the old previous the way the box used to look, and now this is in the other room. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, now it's no longer got the window to where you can actually see the figure. What's the answer here?
So Mike is the voice of Star Wars fans. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's an honor.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm on it for you.
Almost a magic question.
Yep.
Cad Bane was indeed the bounty hunter in question.
Was different than Cobb Vanth. TIL. Question number 3. No, scoreboard. Whoa, it's close.
Wow, it is.
And the trio showing off their Star Wars chops.
I'm impressed.
Way to go, or at least 2 of the trio. Madame Leota's going, I don't watch that junk.
I told you that the origin of Lodico Fenden's last name was from your mishandling of Cad Bane's name on an episode of Disney Trivia Live. Did I not tell you that?
I don't recall this.
Okay. At one point months ago, you called Cad Bane Dan Fan, I think. I was trying to come up with a last name for my character. So I just swapped that around and I said Fan Dan. And then just changed it to Fendon because it like rolled off the tongue a little bit better. But yeah, that's where it came from.
You're welcome.
You got it.
No Star Wars. Question 3.
Number 3. Which of these characters did not have their own official Star Wars comic book series in 2022? Han Solo and Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Yoda? One of these did not have a comic book.
What's choice A?
Han Solo.
Oh, see?
What do I normally say? Han Solo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Han. Tomato.
No, but more often than not, you say Han, but sometimes you sneak in with a Han.
Han is how, isn't that how Billy D says it?
Han.
Well, who says Han?
Everybody else.
No, I say Han. I'm Billy D.
I know. It's very funny to me.
Well, hello, princess. Let me show you my throne.
Look, she's on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I'm on TikTok. This is how much she cares about Star Wars. I was going to say you're probably watching Lion King instead of watching this. Doobie, please see yourself out. Wow.
And you said you were going to be nice to them if they came on the show.
I will to them.
Okay.
Did you get a coupon for a set of fun? No.
Me? I wasn't alive.
Yeah, he's too young.
Oh, he's going way back. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
thinking like now.
No, this is way
Yeah,
back in
I
the
read.
day.
I remember that story from like the Secret Life of Toys or something like that. One of those
Toys that
Netflix.
made us.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah.
All right. The correct answer here is Princess
Leia is correct. She did not have a Star Wars comic book in 2022. Yoda did have a Star Wars comic book that started about a month ago. So there you go.
Do you know why she didn't?
She's had one previously. It just didn't fall in this year.
Okay. I feel a little bad for her. I mean, Chewie and Nan got one. Obi-Wan got one. Like, you forget about the princess.
I wonder if it's when you say it was Solo. You say Han Solo, but any other time, like Chewie and Han.
Now I don't say it without thinking first
Sorry.
because you've gotten inside my head over this.
Sorry.
I'm perfectly comfortable with how I pronounce it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. It's just a little thing I noticed.
Look who's in first place, TJ
Woohoo!
Bantha.
Look at that. The Bantha is
Oh,
Bantha.
wow. We're in first.
TJ Bantha. What sound does a Bantha make? Urgh.
Sure.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
This is a tauntaun.
That's my head.
that would be a tauntaun.
Bantha, tauntaun. Oh, the Bantha's like the big cow, right?
Yes.
When you say tauntaun, Doobie, do you say tan?
Mike, be nice to me.
Sorry.
Hey, Lillian, if you want to join the quiz fun, you want to be able to see this screen, but then also lpquiz.com. And when you get there, you type in 1303, and that gives you the scoring pad for the game.
The Wrath of Con, which is my second favorite Star Wars film after Empire Strikes Back.
So painful.
Question number 4.
Number 4. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser's Halcyon ship may hail from the Chandrila star line, but it was built on which planet? Was it Corellia, Coruscant, Alderaan, or Kuat? Oh, there it was.
If it was built on Alderaan, I'm glad they moved it.
We call that move the Celestino. When you're talking about something, you just reach off the
over
shelf
it.
and pull a replica of it.
Everything is within reach of Mike Celestino somehow. By the way, I forgot. How's the fire doing? Is it still crackling well back there?
Oh yeah, it's nice and warm.
Okay. It's looking good.
Let our cauldron over there.
How you've been on the Chandrila, right?
I've been on the Halcyon, yes.
I mean, the Halcyon, a part of the Chandrila star line. Is it pretty awesome?
It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool experience.
Or were you on it, or was Lodico Findon on it?
Oh yeah, well, I actually did go on it for a media preview, and then Lodico Fendon went on it a bit
You
later.
have stumped the Sarah Richards.
Oh.
Sarah and Richards.
I'm surprised. I know Sarah has read the High Republic books, and they talk about this in there.
And the answer is
My prediction is it's Kuwait. Let's see if I'm right. Oh,
Corellia is correct.
woohoo!
Wow. Did you guys get it, Sarah Richards? Wasn't that the name of the Terminator lady, Sarah Richards?
Is Kuwait
That's
is
Sarah
Kuwait like
Connor.
is Kuwait like the planet of some? I mean, if it's not a question later on, is Kuwait the planet of like someone connected with the storyline though?
Kuwait is another planet where they do build ships.
Okay.
In the core worlds, but Corellia
Okay.
is most famous for having the shipyards.
Gotcha.
It's like the Meyer Werft of the Star Wars universe.
That's where the Disney cruise ships are built.
Way to go, Sarah Richard. Yeah.
You can call them Skywalking. It makes much more sense.
Sarah Richard.
I'm Mr. Nickname on this show. Now it's Sarah Richard.
You got to combine them like Benifer or whatever. You got to.
Oh, okay. Sarah Richa.
Richra.
Wow, squeak.
So we've got Geo at the top of the leaderboard. We've got TJ, Jedi
Ooh.
creeping up, passing Schnebs, and one little spark, rounding out the top 5.
TJ's got the most correct answers, but Gio's got that high-speed internet.
Yes. TJ feels it's more important to get it correct than to get it quickly.
Right.
I'm sure you appreciate
Boy,
it.
TJ could have a leg up though if TJ was in the room with you because there would be no delay.
I know.
Just a little heads up there, TJ.
That is a great point. TJ is showing remarkable restraint. All right, here we go. Question number 5, and I am feeling so alive.
Number 5. The finale of Mike's, being me, Antiquities, a Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser story series featured what 1960s child actor? Was it Bill Mumy from Lost in Space, Jay North from Dennis the Menace, Stanley Livingston from My Three Sons, or Clint Howard from The Cowboys?
How do I not know this? I have seen this series.
Okay, so how did this come to be? I don't feel like I ever asked you that.
I was friends with him. We made a documentary with him, and I wrote the part for him, sent him an email as like a Hail Mary, thinking he would never even reply because I haven't seen him in a decade. And he was nice enough to get back to me and say he would do it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Really, really cool guy.
That is so cool.
And that cool guy is
Stanley from My Three Sons. Oh,
I presume. I knew that.
Yeah.
But I will be honest.
Chip Douglas.
I knew the actor name, but I did not make that connection to the actor as a child actor and what roles he'd been in and all that kind of thing. So I'll now have to go look it up with the connection fully made.
wow. We've got real life stars in Antiquities. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Way to go, Mike. Which is your favorite episode of Antiquities?
That one, I would say the last one I'm proudest of, for sure.
When it took a turn?
Yeah, but not necessarily because of that. I just think we had the most time to plan it, and it just ended up being closest to what I envisioned.
Will there be an Antiquities season 2? People keep asking.
Thinking about a way to maybe expand. I don't know. I'm still kind of ruminating on it, but
We're going to see that, and we got this covered. Was he the one with the glasses?
I don't think he had glasses on My Three Sons, not to my memory.
I think of him as being.
Right. Gio missed that when he hit the wrong button. So what does that do? TJ.
Oh yeah, she kind of had a leg up on that. On that answer.
5 for 5, 24 cents. TJ is running away with it.
I was gonna say I think of him as the full cheeked son.
Question over 6.
Star Wars Celebration 2022 was held in which American city? Was it Los Angeles, California, Anaheim, California, Orlando, Florida, or Miami, Florida? I followed up a tricky one with a very easy one.
Have you been to all 4 of these cities?
I don't know if, well, I feel if I say it, I would ruin it, but
Fair
I guess
enough.
the time is pretty much done, right?
It's
Yeah, I
basically-
don't know how much time I've spent in Miami.
I've been to Miami once. Had a great time. I got out before the sun went down.
What's the name now of Boba Fett's ship? Because I was trying to remember the other day when we were discussing merchandise and they had Boba Fett's ship, and I just could not for the life of me remember what we're supposed to call it now.
Well, on merchandise boxes, they're just calling it Boba Fett's starship.
Okay.
But the class of ship is the Fire Spray.
Okay.
And
that's the word I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of Fire Spray.
Yeah. But I mean, if you search, I think it's still there. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while, but if you search for Slave One on the Star Wars homepage, it still comes up.
Okay.
So I think like it's still officially the name of the ship. They're just not allowed to say it anywhere. I don't know. I don't really get it, but
yeah. No, I was just trying to think because I'm like, I know they don't call it Slave One anymore, but I couldn't remember what it had been referenced other than, Fett's ship, which I also know was something I'd seen, Fett's starship. So
Wasn't Fire Spray initially Nathan Fillion's ship in that show?
Yes, Nathan Fillion, well known within the Star Wars galaxy.
Anaheim, California. Were you there?
I was there.
So was Skywalking.
They
Did
were.
big announcements come out of that?
Big announcement. There was some footage, a lot of footage released, some casting of characters in Ahsoka.
Okay.
It wasn't they didn't announce anything really new.
It was just good to get back together again and celebrate Star Wars.
I guess that was the first like official announcement of the Skeleton Crew show, although it had leaked a couple weeks earlier, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We got this covered at it again.
Yeah. Justin was there too.
You know how hard it is to come up with different animal sounds? This should not be this hard.
TJ at the top, Geo Vader, Jedi Tink, Schnebs, and Uncle Orville in the top 5.
TJ, ribbit.
All right.
Yeah, we're not going down that road, skywalking through Neverland, Sarah Richard, but we could. Question 7.
Number 7. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, the character of Reva was also known as which Sith Inquisitor? Was she the 3rd sister, the 5th sister, the 7th sister, or trick question? Reva wasn't an Inquisitor.
I'm going to say this. She was an incredible villain.
Really?
I liked Reva.
You don't like her? I thought she was. I feel like at the time I didn't like her, but now in hindsight, I think she was really good. Meh. I think she was the Pointer sister, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be. It's all the sister stuff.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
finally with you. I was like, I do not understand what that just meant, but okay, I'm up to speed now.
Would you prefer Andrew's sister?
Maybe that's more
Twisted sister?
okay.
We're not gonna take it.
Okay, well, that works.
I want to say 3rd sister. That's what I thought before you even put the answers up.
Let's see if you're right.
3rd sister is correct.
Brilliant.
I am brilliant. Thank you for finally recognizing that 25 years later.
Good. By the way, Sarah, we talked
What
about
did you
some
pick?
new Star Wars makeup on near the end of Barely Necessity. So if you didn't catch the show today, fast forward towards the end, we talked about some Star Wars themed makeup. So letting you know. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's fun to hear you and Becca talk about makeup because neither one of you is
We're very much,
makeup
yeah.
or
Yeah.
so maybe Skywalker could sit in for one of those.
I know, right?
3rd sister, which was Dee Snider, was the correct answer here.
Long Island's own Dee Snider.
Whoa, TJ.
TJ opening up that lead.
And
Gio was in a slump.
Schneb snuck in there.
Schnebby moving up to 2nd place. One little smark and Jedi Tink. Madame Leota's in the middle of doing some sort of a dance to some 80s song. Oh, I saw that makeup, but I just bought the Muppets Christmas palette, which is the cutest.
I agree. It is so cute. It is really cute.
So what is it about the palette that makes it Muppety?
It's not only the color choices that they've gone with, but they also the packaging features the characters and whatnot on the makeup as well. It's very sweet. But the it's very, you can tell When you look at it's like Miss Piggy Pink.
I got to watch the Muppet Christmas Carol. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. It's makeup. It's okay. Go ahead.
I got distracted by my own train of thought. At the D23 Light Up the Season event at the Disney Studios lot in Burbank, they played Muppet Christmas Carol and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special on the big screen in the main theater there, and it was a wonderful experience. The Muppet Christmas Carol, actually, both of them had me tearing up a bit. It was really nice to see them both on the. I never, I had seen Muppet Christmas Carol when it first came out, but this is the first time in 30 years since I saw it in the theater. And then, of course, where else you can get to see the Guardians special in the movie theater? It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It was called Mike Celestino Living the Life.
I thought you were gonna say Unplugged.
Unplugged.
He's still a robot.
Because it felt very
Felt
like,
authentic.
Yeah.
That was like the real Mike Celestino instead of this manufactured version we normally
Yeah,
get.
totally.
That's pretty cool.
Totally polished professional broadcaster.
Yeah, he just took off his clothes and let it all hang out.
Yeah, just relax.
That's cool, Mike. That's true. It's a good way to put it.
Thank you.
Question number 8.
8 of 12. Which of these Star Wars actors was not in the supporting cast of Obi-Wan Kenobi? Hayden Christensen, Jimmy Smits, Liam Neeson, or Frank Oz? One of them was not in Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series.
Have you seen Hayden Christensen's best work, Shattered Glass?
I have seen Shattered Glass. I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah, great movie. Great movie. Frank Oz. I've not read his book about the wizard and all that, but I've seen his work here. Liam Neeson. I know him from. I have a very particular set of skills. You probably talked about him in the Steven Spielberg retrospective from his work in Schindler's List.
We did talk about Liam Neeson because not only is he the lead in Schindler's List, but he was also going to play Lincoln in the movie Lincoln. But it took too long to get made, and eventually they recast with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis was spectacularly spectacular in that. It's hard to imagine anyone else having that role. He was amazing.
Agreed.
But now I'm going to imagine Liam Neeson. 4 years ago, I had a particular set of skills. Kick some booty on the Gettysburg. All right. Correct answer here is Jimmy Smits, right?
No.
Oh.
No. Frank Oz. Yoda is not in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, though Yoda is still alive at the time when the series takes place.
Oh, we have a question. Is that an AT-AT sweater? Show it off. Indeed it is.
Nice.
What about Jumper? Was that a Steven Spielberg directed movie?
No, it stars Hayden Christensen.
Oh, what a relief. That is not a good movie. I've seen that movie. Hayden is great in Shattered Glass, not so much in Jumper. Although it's not as bad as it could have been. Whoa!
Board
What did you pick?
TJ.
What did you
TJ
forget?
falling to 4th.
Wow.
Geo,
TJ
Jedi
Frankfurt.
Tink, One Little Spark, TJ Schnebs.
Schnebs took a fall too.
Mm.
Wow. That was a getterer.
Wow.
Tricky.
Number 9. Like fine wine.
Number 9. The novel Star Wars Shadow of the Sith expands upon locations, events, and characters mostly introduced in what movie? Was it The Phantom Menace, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, or The Rise of Skywalker?
Mike, no one knows this.
I gotta have some tricky ones in there, you know.
The author has forgotten. Skywalking, I need to know if you guys get this right.
Oh, poor Schnebs. Got it right, but dropped 3 places. Yeah, I noticed the speed was.
Yeah, the computer's never wrong, Schnebs. Never, ever, ever.
No,
Especially with
it
this
can.
programmer.
It can be. It can be wrong, but I think in that case it was a matter of timing. But
Correct answer here is The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, so this is the book that tells the story about Lando and Luke's adventure to the planet Pasana that is referenced in The Rise of Skywalker. It's also about the planet Exegol that is introduced in The Rise of Skywalker, and there's a couple other characters from the Rise of Skywalker in it as well. It's basically like cleaning up a cleanup book that helps you understand and appreciate the Rise of Skywalker a little bit more.
And you can find a review of that novel not only on Laughing Place, but YouTube review from Skywalking Through Neverland's Jedi Tink.
Wow. There's a whole world out there I'm not familiar with, apparently. All right.
That's why we have Mike.
That is why we have Mike, yeah. And Jedi Tink is now in
Ooh.
third place. How about that?
The Ringer.
Out of 9. Streak of 4. No pressure. A cleanup book is the perfect way to describe it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, let's fix that director. Those stupid screenwriters. They don't know what they're doing.
Why do you have to take it there?
I mean, Chris Terrio definitely doesn't know what he's doing.
Good answer, though.
The opening and closing arcs of Andor Season 1 are centered around which planet? Aldhani, Ferrix, Coruscant, or Neamos? See, I balanced them out. That was a tricky one. Feel like this is a pretty easy one.
Yeah, is that how you feel, Mike?
Yeah, I do feel that way.
Let me disavow you of that feeling.
Okay.
I love Andor. I don't.
Really?
No.
You can't picture it?
All right. Well, first of all, these names. This
They
is like
just- yeah,
saying
but-
alpha, beta, gamma,
I know,
delta.
but just think on it for a moment.
All right. Okay. Hello. Think on it.
Well, when you think of Coruscant, do you think of the scenes that you were seeing at the end of the movie?
What is Coruscant?
Oh, never mind.
Is that the space city?
Never mind.
Is that the one that's like a city?
No, it's just,
Yeah, the whole planet is one big city.
I'm gonna go with Ferrix because that's the only one that sounds familiar. Dang Ferrix. Hey!
Ferrix is correct.
Is that where Dang Ferrix comes from?
It's Ferrix.
No, unrelated.
It's a different word.
And it works for me.
Yes. Sometimes that happens.
All right. Cool. Got it. Nailed it.
I like how Gio calls it good old Space Miami. Coruscant. It's good old Space Miami.
I think he meant Neamos, which is like that.
You're right.
The
You're
like
right.
resort planet that they
You're
go
right.
to.
Yeah.
Is that where they go gambling in that one? In
No,
Last Jedi?
That's Cantonica is the name of the planet, but Canto Bite is the city where you're falling asleep.
No. I'm just shameful.
I thought you were going like.
I thought I was like making progress here.
Oh, sorry.
You're all proud, and then you shot him down, Mike.
Sorry.
Remember at the end of Last Jedi when the slave kid broom just stood straight up?
You mean the Boba Fett starship kid? No. Sorry, that was terrible.
No, that was great. Good enough. Stop right there. That was
Very
perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah, I remember.
Number 11.
Number 11. What were the inmates building in the Imperial factory facility on Narkina 5? Was it parts of the Death Star, parts of TIE fighters, parts of AT-AT walkers, or was it never revealed?
These scenes were so cool. They were so good at this. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Empire, but the way they got these guys working like a well-oiled machine, that was impressive. Just saying.
Being trapped in a prison with an electrified floor.
You know, you can
Sure.
you can motivate with fear or you can motivate with treats. And they say treats work better, but I think fear did a great job here.
Okay. That's the lesson to be learned here.
They tell you positive reinforcement is much better for your dog, but I'm not sure this bears that out. Laughing Place does not condone negative reinforcement.
Nice.
Wow. I'm very proud of this question because
Nice.
I thought it might get some people. So in a post-credit sequence in the final episode, we do find out that those pieces are used in the construction of the Death Star.
I wish so bad I would have said that when we went to the answer, Doobie is about to find out something he didn't know. Let through it. Because that is what was in my head. I regret not saying it.
I
Because
was
there's no
certain
evidence.
it would be.
I almost asked you, oh, Fooey. I wish I would have asked you because I think Dewey slept through that part. I don't think he knows the answer.
No, I think I remember there was something, and it was all revealing the Death Star, if I recall correct. I don't know, but wow.
My money
Should've done it.
would have been on Doobie. Your what is your answer here?
I was definitely going with D.
Yeah, exactly.
With
That's
D.
what I believed you were going to answer.
I'm gonna go watch that now.
I'm so mad.
This is why you watch credits.
Oh, please. The man barely watches the show. He falls asleep about 3 minutes into
I
anything.
do have a problem. I stayed awake through Avatar.
I don't understand.
Didn't see that coming.
Nope. My money was not on that.
Did not see that coming. It had some Christmas moments in it too, but I made it.
Jedi Dink, Geo Vader. If you got the Christmas moment reference, you've been with Laughing Place a very long time. Jedi Dink in first, Geo Vader in second, TJ Meow in third, Skywalker Rich making his way to the board in fourth, and One Little Spark in fifth.
So Geo Vader is only 200 points behind Jedi Tink with one question to go. Mike, how would you describe that?
I'd say it's anybody's game, but also, boy, he's got 2 fewer right answers.
He's fast.
Yeah.
So fast. Look at that. I mean, in the last question, it was 8 seconds with 12 seconds for the one above. So.
I think I need to alter my computation here a little bit. You should not be able to be that close with 2 fewer correct answers. I may have to make a geo change. Final question.
All right, final question. This one's kind of looking ahead to the next year of Star Wars.
That's not what the topic was.
I'm sorry. Which of these will be the first Star Wars Disney Plus series to premiere in 2023? Will it be Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka, The Mandalorian Season 3, or The Bad Batch Season 2? Which one is coming first?
Can I just say, if I slap you under the table, it's not as poofy as it used to be. So I put my hand. I'm used to there being a little bit more doobie when I hit the leg under the table.
Oh, apparently Kyle had mentioned this before.
Yes,
that I
he
need
had.
to make some adjustments for the computation.
Yeah.
You're right, Kyle. You're right. Why don't you write the formula for me and send it on over?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is easy. It's going to be
I have no idea.
Mando Season 3.
Is it Mando? I think it's Bad Batch.
Oh,
Bad Batch is correct.
I would have guessed correctly.
You would have.
It was a total guess.
And then what? What's the order for these 4?
It is actually in reverse order from the way we will get them. Bad Batch, then Mando, then Ahsoka, then Skeleton Crew.
Is Skeleton Crew live action or animated?
It's live action.
Is Bad Batch live action or animated?
Animated.
And the rest are live action.
Yes.
Michael, read the podium, please.
Okay.
Let's see how to do
Number
that.
3, third place, Skywalker Rich.
Wow.
Second place, Geo Vader. And Jedi Tink is in first place.
Bravo, Jedi Tink.
With a dancing Yoda.
Jedi Tink, you have to email us trivia@laughingplace, and we will send you out your official winner's maglet.
And TJ Bantha finished in 4th, and Schnebs finished in 5th.
But look at that, the Skywalking Through Neverland duo
Look at
dominating.
Come in
the
here.
top 3. I know. Let's
Come
check
in
it out.
here and just show how it's done in the world of Star Wars.
You got that right.
I would love, like I said, we'd like them to guess. I would love to do a show with you.
Kyle just texted me, slacked me.
Okay. I would love to do a show with you and Sarah Richard at the same time with Star Wars questions that I or some other genius writes, and have you 3 go head to head live along with everybody else. Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, I'm totally up for that.
Sarah Richard, would you guys be willing to do that? I think that would be a lot of fun. All right, Mike, what have you been working on for LP lately? What you got coming up for the rest of the year?
It's actually a slow week. It's the first slow week in a long, long time this week. But tomorrow there's a new Willow episode. And really, there's not much else this for the rest of the year until January. But January is going to be really big for us because we've got new attractions and new lands opening at both Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood. So that'll be pretty exciting.
Cool. And if people want to follow your voice in particular, is there a podcast, a
Yeah.
Twitter they can follow?
Yeah, I host a podcast called Who's the Boss? It's a Star Wars and Lucasfilm podcast. It's on hiatus right now because I finished up season 3, but season 4 will be starting in very early January with the season 2 premiere of The Bad Batch. So look forward to that. I'll be looking forward to it as well.
And then once again, that podcast where you did the Spielberg retrospective.
Yeah, that's called the Downtown Toontown podcast. You know, this is a great idea for a podcast because I don't think they're even. I got to ask Justin. Maybe Justin can say in the comments: is there any other Roger Rabbit podcast like dedicated to? Well, this is what we did an episode about Steven Spielberg, which is like tangentially related to Roger Rabbit, but all the other episodes that I've seen are interviews with people, creative people about Roger Rabbit, the franchise. And I happened to be on the episode that was just going through the Steven Spielberg filmography. And that was just a tremendous amount of fun. I got to rewatch some stuff that I hadn't seen in a long time and watch the one movie that I had never seen that he directed called The Adventures of Tintin. And,
cool.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah. It is the biggest Roger Rabbit podcast dedicated to Roger Rabbit and Toontown. Boy, it's going to be a big year for you, Justin.
I know. He's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks for all you guys out there for joining us. Once again, this has been the one and only Mike Celestino, bringing us some awesome Star Wars and other stuff trivia. And hopefully, in the not too distant future, we can get booking agent Mike back to bring some awesome characters here. But if not, we will have Mike on again because it's always so much fun to have Mike Celestino. So with that, I am going to play our We're Done banner and sign off.